Hello everybody, Sifd again, and today I decided to do a guide on how to win on the race event in Lost Ark. Now Lost Ark is an MMORPG I'm playing on the side, like I'm not uploading anything on the channel about this, but I decided to do this video because I'm not sure if anybody else has done it, and this is like my third win. This pre-recorded by the way, so yeah, I said why not actually upload a guide on what I'm doing exactly. Now this event needs a lot of luck for you to get the first place, but the thing is that if you're just a bit lucky and get that starting run in the beginning, because that's like the most important part of this run in the beginning, to be a bit lucky, then you should be winning if you just follow this guide, because it's like 80% luck and then the other 20%, which is you are lucky. Then you need skill to actually get the first place. So if you're lucky enough in the beginning, you should easily win. And we're gonna mitigate a bit of luck here in the beginning too. So yeah, let's get to it right away. I will be pausing once in a while to explain things because this race lasts like 3 minutes or something. So there are some things that I want to be explaining when I'm running. In the beginning, I would say spin around a bit. That's like a little addition. First of all, it gives you luck. No, it doesn't, but whatever. But the most important part is nobody's spinning alongside me. In the beginning, in all the like races, I'm spinning here in the beginning. So if you spin in the beginning, it means that you have seen this video, and the people in this run might know that, another person that knows the video, like that knows what to do to maybe win. I guess we could do that. I'm just adding filler here because we're waiting for the start. By the way, always go to the very bottom. Even if more opponents are at the bottom, it's better to go for a 50-50 coin toss here. I just paused the video. It's better to go for a 50-50 coin toss in the beginning, that these are opponents and might ram you, than going off to the sides and just literally taking the 100% chance that you're not gonna get first. So always go to the bottom, even if more opponents are there, and just spam you all the time. Now mind you, I think it's like a wall here because there are no opponents and I'm not even gonna move in front. But it doesn't really matter. As long as you're running this line, you should be good to go. Even if explosions hits you, I mean, if a stun or an explosion hits you, for example, this guy here is never gonna get a good place. Like, it's over. This is the luck part, right? This is literally the luck part. You cannot mitigate this other than just running in a straight line. If a rocket hits you, try to avoid it maybe, but it's not gonna happen. And now we begin with the skill part, right? I was lucky, so this is a run that should be a win. First of all, here, take the corner like as close cut as possible. It sounds obvious, but a lot of people don't do that for some reason. Also, if opponents are close to you, always bomb. And yeah, just continue running all the time. You should be avoiding every single thing that hits you. Even if you think that it doesn't matter if it hits me, I will still buy some time. No, you should always try to avoid things because they hit you for like 2 or 3 seconds. While if you just backtrack for half a millisecond, it's not gonna cut so much time. I paused here for something specific. Here, you can see like a patch of grass. I guess mushrooms, whatever this is. If you try to dash, because a lot of times this hammer comes like exactly at this time, right? You saw the hammer about to hit. So always people go like this line down because the hammer hits from this corner onward. But the thing is, if you use your Q here, it's gonna ram into these mushrooms as you're not allowed to move over them. So you should first line like correctly and then spam Q. I specifically am not gonna do this because I know that the hammer is coming up. So I would suggest either spam the Q right away when you're out of this area, which is also good, or wait for this hammer to go through and then when you have the cooldown, just press it. Here again, always drop bombs and stuff. I'm not gonna showcase bombs that much because we have an allies here, but if these were enemies, it would be a bit of a harder race. Once again, this is a luck dependent. Now in this part, because the recording wasn't done in very high bitrate, it's gonna be jittery. But let me explain right away what the plan is. You should really avoid electricity. It's like, I don't know how much I can stress this. This guy going around is smarter than me. You should not try to go through the middle. You should try to be around in this area to try to avoid every electricity and keep your Q only to avoid an electricity hit, right? So as you see here, I'm going back and forth. And here again, I'm going back and forth. Here I make the mistake and go through electricity without the Q. And I pay for it, obviously, right? I got destroyed for that. But yeah, we were still third place. And because these people in front of me do not know the best way of running this race, and I have nobody to actually attack me with rockets or anything, we're gonna win, obviously. Now here I would suggest to go through the middle, although I have seen some people go like zigzag. You can go like through this area or you can go like through this area, but in general I would just say go around. It doesn't matter, and it's also gonna help you with timing. And obviously here at the end, always cut the corners close. As you see, we're already catching up to these guys. Here once again, go to the straight line. Always try to go to straight lines or cutting corners. Here, you saw the dragon, right? This dragon is an indication. If you see this dragon go away, it's an indication that you're gonna make it for the next phase. Now, when you see this dragon go away, even like this person saw it even in front of him, right? So when you see this dragon go away, always run as fast as possible. Now here, as you see, this dragon is never gonna hit you. If you see this dragon, as I said, if you see this dragon in front of you while you're running, this dragon is not gonna hit you, and pretty much nothing is gonna hit you. You just need to spam Q all the time and try to cut close corners. Always try to cut close corners. This thing is not gonna hit us, so this dragon is not gonna hit us. Nothing is gonna hit us. This is like timed exactly how you win this. You continue running here. This is not gonna hit us, especially if I'm spamming Q. And this guy, which is the most important part of this, is also not gonna hit us. It's barely gonna cut it, but this person, for example, that's in front of us, has no chance whatsoever to getting hit. Now, if you're in a danger zone like me, because I know for a fact that this is a danger zone, for you to time well if you're in danger zone or not, if you're in the first spot, is if this thing explodes close to you, which it did, right? This thing splattered right next to us, so that means that this guy has a very good chance of actually hitting us with water. All of these things that I'm saying are timed for the first position only. I don't know what happens if you're like 5 positions back, but if you're in the first position, this is how everything should be timed. So here, this guy is gonna literally hit us, but as you see, this guy is in no danger whatsoever, and I'm also in no danger whatsoever, but this guy made the mistake and cut the corner close. You should always, in this specific run, run in this line. You try to hit this line to avoid the waters hitting you in the back. As you see, this guy got hit, and this guy wasn't even remotely close to getting hit. So yeah, let's continue the race. Once again, cutting close corners, and just like that, in simple corner, I just outraced him. He dropped a bomb for no reason and lost time. We are allies here, we cannot hit each other. In this area, again, you just try to avoid electricity. You should keep your Qs for when you're about to get hit here. So, as you see, yeah, my graphics are glitching the universe. Very nice, but it got fixed. That happens when you pause and unpause all the time the video recorder. Anyway, it doesn't matter. In this lane, you just avoid the explosions. Nothing really to explain here. You just try to get a straight line going here, like this line, as the road is zigzagging. Over here, these guys just slow you down. I would suggest, in general, avoiding everything, and definitely avoid these greens, guys. I have seen so many people try to rush through them. You should never ever risk getting hit by these guys. Just wait for them to pass and avoid. Here I make a mistake and get slowed. I would say schematics, I should not get hit there, but doesn't really matter. And at the end of the day, we are in front of everybody with a big difference even. I cannot open them up or anything because this is a recording, as I said. Now, if you knew, for example, here at the very end, if you know that the person behind you is an enemy, I would suggest leave a bomb here or just look back, shoot, and then continue running so that you help the allies, but don't risk you yourself getting hit. In my opinion, just get first position and be done with it, because at the end of the day, if the second place is an enemy or an ally, won't really matter. What will matter is if the 8th or 9th or 10th person is gonna be an enemy or ally, which you're not gonna be able to affect at all anyway. So if you're in the first position, just take your cake and that's it. I do like a little backtrack here, but I instantly remember that the backline is like an ally. So just pick up the eggs. Here is an enemy. I mean, not eggs, like the what are they called? The food, whatever, the champion food. And here I'm just opening up the race itself to see who can win. This is like obviously this is a team game, so you're supposed to help people, but if you're like the first position, you can't really help anybody. You just take the first spot and that's it pretty much. So yeah, I think that's it pretty much. We got 980 Arkezia event coins, which is a lot in my opinion. It's like, yeah, it's a lot, and you can do this like literally every day. So yeah, that's where we're gonna end this. Once again, thanks for the Patreons for the support. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this is helpful for you. If it is, drop a like, helps out the channel. And yeah, I mean, if this for some reason blows up, I'm most likely gonna go and play a bit of, you know, Lost Ark on my streaming. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but I hope it helped. I hope some people get the first spot. And it's really, really important in the beginning, do the spin here. Do this little spinny flippy thing so that we know that you have seen the video and we know what our opponents are, you know. Oh, and by the way, I am Sifd in Thymine. So I don't know why I just mentioned that, but if somebody wants to know, my name is Sifd of Thymine. So yeah, that's going to be it for the Europe server, by the way. So yeah, that's going to be it for today. So once again, thanks for watching and see you guys around.